Hi everyone, it's Almighty Strauss here. And I want to tell you something. This is a very special episode, where we're reading off of the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles script. I am your host, Almighty Strauss, aka Strauss. We're here with Kazup of Kazup Reviews.
Hi, I am here normally, so pay me no mind.
We're also here with our usuals of Retro K, Man of the 80s.
Welcome back to Media Martyrs. This is Retro K, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong.
Well then.
Alright, we're also here with Tash of the Future.
Welcome to Media Martyrs, where the points don't matter and who gives a shit.
It was apparently... And we're also here with Izum, as always. Except for last episode we recorded. That was the one time.
Hello!
We're also here with Phantom Roxas, because apparently Izum... Oh, there he is.
I am still unprofessional.
Indeed.
Yeah, you were. Now shut up! Because I got a lot of people who now start introducing all at once. We're here with Fire Fairy Area 81, Captain Wolfcake, Redder, Shagas, Don and Nightlark.
Hello.
You can all chime in whenever you want.
Hi.
Hi. I am more professional than 90% of the people here.
That's a lie and you know it.
Anyway, parts will be introduced as they are. We already started reading through this script because professionals. And it sucks. And there's actually no way we can ruin this script. So, let's roll, I guess.
Yes,
I have to say here, I guess, Turtle Hour.
Tash?
Take us away.
Okay. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, here we go. The dark, swirling currents of the Hudson River shimmer with tiny pinpricks of multicolored sticks. Like a giant light bright displaying a perfect, albeit upside-down rendition of exterior, the New York City skyline. Travel to the shore and across the majestic island, past its iconic architecture, soar out over the Eastern River, Brooklyn Naval Yards, 2:35 Eastern Standard Time, as we push. Interior, waterfront warehouse, night. A military operations in full swing. Humvees and a covered M35 hover on the fringes of the vast space. At its center, an enormous steel kennel with 4-inch thick walls. A troop of black-clad soldiers, we'll call them Foot, bring the kettle, obscuring our view of its contents, but whatever is in there, it's doing its darndest to get out, bashing the bars and walls with untethered rage. Colonel Schrader.
The package was secured at $2,300.
At the command humpy is Colonel Schrader, late 30s, broad shoulders, grim visage. He's debriefing a superior, General Davies, 50s, visibly shaken by the contents of the kennel. Colonel Schrader.
I prepared for transport substation 16. We need to run immediate diagnostics.
General Davies.
Substation 16, that facility has been dark for 20 years.
Colonel
We're
Schrader.
putting it back online, pending your authorization.
General
Which
Davies.
you assume I'm ready to grant.
It's the reason I started Project Ares, in the event this day would come.
The General contemplates the implication. Schrader's impatience grows. Turning to his right hand, Lieutenant Cooper, 40, a man wearing an unnecessary mustache.
Get it done.
Cooper nods as Schrader's men fall out. The package threshes. Banging against its cage with a chilling ka-chunk reverberates through the warehouse. Match 2, interior, community hockey rink, night. The hollow ka-chunk of a hockey player getting savagely boarded by the opposing team's hitman, Ray Cataldo, 40s. Half the crowd, a couple dozen, let out a collective groan of sympathy pain. The others cheer on the violence.
Yay, violence!
Population 12,864. Cataldo sprints back into his defensive zone. He charges into the corner and levels another player, a cheap shot that sends the player to the ice in a heap. On the bench, the coach turns to Casey Jones, 18, 20 years younger than any other player. Casey, despite his ruggedness, still carries the vestige of boyish charm. Coach.
Jones, you're in.
The coach offers Casey a knowing nod. Casey, the team's enforcer, he understands what the coach is asking, and he's happy to bring the punishment. Casey grabs his stick and pops in his mouthpiece before hopping the boards. Casey flies down the ice in a blur of speed, though he's not following the play of the puck. Instead, Casey zeroes in on Cataldo, waiting for just the right moment. The puck slides in Cataldo's direction, and just as he gets a stick on it, Casey plows into Cataldo full force. Crack! A clean but powerful hit that may have knocked out a few of Cataldo's fillings loose. The crowd cheers. The puck skitters off the ice.
Canadian stereotypes.
The whistle blows. Cataldo eye fucks Casey as he picks himself up off the ice.
That is not what that word means.
Can we stop there for a second?
No,
We need to stop and recognize the beauty of that phrase.
Have y'all never heard the phrase "I fuck" before?
No, it's not just the word itself. It's the context in which Michael Bay's scriptwriter is using
And
it.
here is my appreciation.
Trying to get a lot of use out of that, I can tell.
Well played, Faye.
That's not the worst thing.
Okay, back to the script.
By the way.
Yeah, we need to get back to the script. Tash, continue
Tash,
continue narratoring.
Alright. But Casey doesn't back down.
Narratoring.
What's wrong with you, Cataldo?
Casey motions towards his bench where Phil Farmer, 40s, is nursing a badly bloodied lip. Casey
Now Farmer's
continues.
got to get in front of his 4th grade class with a busted lip. For what?
They line up for the face-off. Cataldo.
Go back to the Pee-wees, kid. This game is man only.
Then, as Ref drops the puck and Cataldo's eyes tick down to follow it. Crack! Casey one-times Cataldo with a powerhouse uppercut. Cataldo's head snaps back, and its skates lift off the ice as he slams to the ice, flat on his back. Cataldo barks up through bloody teeth, seizing.
Boom! You little...
Simmer down, Ray. Take it like a man.
This is definitely how hockey works.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've
really.
never watched the game. He's Canadian. You would know.
But Casey's victory moment is short-lived. Whoosh! Casey's wiped from the frame as he's blindsided by one of Cataldo's teammates. Casey straightens with Cataldo's teammates as the bench is clear and the pandemonium of a full-on hockey brawl takes purchase. At its center is Casey, holding his own. And as the refs whistle ring out in sustained astonishment, we fade to interior ice rink lobby night. Post-game, Casey exits the locker room wearing a flannel shirt and Carhartt jacket. Equipment bag slung over his shoulder. He stops at a vending machine. A teammate, late 40s, calls out to him.
Hey, we're heading down to Sully's for a lager. Tag along. You're one of us now, kid.
Casey looks over the guys, all 20 years older and wearing small-town fatigue, along with their fresh black eyes and busted lips. Then, with a charming smile.
Jeez, Carl. Why'd you have to go and tell me that? I'm trying to enjoy the win.
Casey's teammates laugh and boo and heckle all in good fun. Casey slides $1 into the machine as he hears a voice.
I see you're still keeping the streets in Noah Falls safe.
In the reflection of the vending machine glass, Casey sees a beautiful open-faced redhead. 18, April O'Neil. He turns.
April?
Been a long time, Casey.
Casey grins, but he's having a hard time processing. The air between them is awkward.
Didn't know you were back.
We're on semester break. I left you 3 messages.
Casey
Cell
fucks
service
it,
around here is...
bullshitting.
Cell service around here is, you know. How's New York?
The mention of New York is clearly a loaded topic for these two, but April answers with a smile.
It's amazing.
I heard you got a fancy internship.
April nods.
Meet Dan Sawyer yet?
Still working on it.
You will. Good having something to hope for.
A sweet sentiment, which leaves an opening for April to ask Casey something that has clearly been consuming her.
Speaking of which...
Hey, Casey, we gonna celebrate tonight?
Casey is all ears, but before she can get the words out, 2 scantily clad townie girls drape themselves on Casey. Casey knows how awful this looks and tries to brush them off, but the moment between Casey and April is broken.
Come on, Angela, how many times do I have to say no?
Do your thing. I'm gonna go. Say hi to your mom for me.
April, wait!
Good win tonight.
Off Casey, eyes filled with longing as he watches April exit. Interior, kitchen, Jones' house, night. A modest home. Casey, wearing a security guard uniform, is spooning freshly made pork chops into Tupperware.
That's not the only thing he was spooning.
Oh.
Yes. I'm
I
sorry.
wouldn't be surprised if Casey's gay.
Out of your underwear.
Okay, guys. On track.
Talk about a meat packer.
Oh!
When it's spooning freshly made pork chops into Tupperware when Evelyn Jones, 50s, sweet, enters, home from her nursing job.
I'm running late for my shift. Dinner's still hot.
I heard you had quite a game. Bench clearing brawl. I told the other nurses, that's not something my Casey would be involved in. That's not the way I raise them.
Covering.
No, it's not.
Kisses her forehead.
I'll see you at breakfast.
Know what else I heard? April O'Neil is back in town.
Deflating. Covering.
Is that right?
You two were good together. A real team. That's hard to come by.
We've been through this, Ma. April lives in New York now.
And Paul Facelli lives in Denver. And Eddie Latica goes to school in Wisconsin. All your friends have moved from Noah Falls. But you're still here. 18 years old, working nights at the factory. And starting fights in the men's hockey league.
Evelyn gives him a wry smile. He's busted.
I like my life here. Besides, who else would you have to keep company without Dad around?
Your father wanted you to follow your dreams of moving to the big city.
Evelyn pulls Casey in close. She needs him to hear this.
There's a whole other world out there waiting for you. It needs you as much as you need it. Find your calling in New York. You deserve happiness.
Casey loves his mom so damn much. But like most boys his age,
So much.
Is this guy's Casey or Oedipus?
Exactly.
That's his middle name.
Casey Oedipus Jones.
Sorry, but...
What?
Okay, back on track.
Something tells me we're gonna have a lot more moments like this.
What did our survey say for that?
Okay, come on, let's get back to the script, please.
Okay, back to the script.
Casey's gonna be late for work, dudes.
But like most boys his age, he just isn't ready to take her advice. So,
I'm gonna be late for work.
Casey grabs his dinner and heads out. Evelyn watches him go, hoping that someday her words will sink in. Exterior, Bios factory, night. A large furniture parts manufacturing plant, 20 miles outside of town. As the last of the factory workers head out for the night, Casey pulls up in his 79 Ram Charger. Casey parks and approaches a guard booth at the factory fence line. The day watchman, 40s, worn tired, exits the booth, swapping out with Casey.
Should be a quiet one tonight. Just you, the mattress springs, and armrests.
The way I like it.
The day watchman drives off, leaving Casey all alone on the factory grounds with only the late-night winter night for company. I.e., Bayos factory later. A series of pops. As Casey walks to the dimly lit factory, keying checkpoints with an electronic keycard, tedious work, but this is his life in Noah Falls. As Casey heads back to the guard booth, the wind lets loose a lonely howl that sends a chill through Casey. As he shakes it off, looking back on the sleeping factory.
Tropical storms and flash floods continue to plague southern Europe.
Interior guard booth, Bayos factory, night. Casey watches a staticky news broadcast on a small TV. Images of hurricane winds and flooded streets fill the screen as he eats his dinner. The clock reads 4:17 a.m.
Meteorologists are struggling to explain these anomalies and they are unprecedented in the region.
As Casey scoops up another forkful of food, he sees something in the distance, piercing the darkness. Headlights coming towards the factory. He checks the desktop computer.
No delivery scheduled.
This is strange. Casey looks out the window as a large delivery truck barrels down the road and pulls up to the guard booth, grumbling to a halt. The driver, who Casey can't quite get a good look at, rolls down his window.
Got a rig full of foam cushions coming in from Pittsburgh. I don't know.
Oh, that was exactly what we wanted.
Oh, God.
Got nothing on the manifest.
The camera creeps in on the driver, revealing Lieutenant Cooper from the opening, dressed in civilian clothing.
As opposed to another Lieutenant Cooper.
Yes.
Cooper does not want to be associated with Lieutenant Cooper.
You have to remind them because they're going to forget all these characters since they have no personality at all.
I'm Lieutenant Cooper.
All we know about Cooper is he has an unnecessary mustache, which does not.
Whatever that means.
Okay, back to the script.
Yeah. Okay. Check again.
We push back past Cooper into interior delivery truck trailer continuous.
Guys,
It is the high-tech command center, loaded with dozens of foot surrounding the kennel from the opening. Sitting beside Schrader, his number 2 delivers a few keystrokes into a laptop, and suddenly, on the screen, notice of after-hours delivery reversed to interior guard booth, Chaos Factory Ignite. Casey reading that same message on his computer, but where did that come from? No matter.
Huh, there it is. My bad.
Casey opens the gate and watches as the delivery truck pulls around the side of the factory out of its eye line. And while it appears legit, none of it feels legit.
Too legit to quit.
Seems legit.
I can't believe someone actually wrote that.
Oh, God.
I didn't realize this. Casey is Michael Bay.
Okay.
About the only way this could be less contrived is if this were a MacGyver episode.
Oh, you say that. Just wait.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I want to find out what happens, guys.
This is flipping action.
Reading.
Shit blows up. It's Michael Bay.
Exterior loading bay, BIOS factory. The delivery truck backs up against the loading bay. Cooper gets out, opens the loading bay doors. Then, the back doors of the delivery truck fly open. Schrader leads the charge, calling out.
Let's move! Let's move!
Foot pour out, moving the cage and its contents inside the factory. Whatever is in that cage, it lets out a fierce growl.
Jeez.
Guard BIOS factory, continuous. Casey, who hears the growl in the distance, picks up his head from his magazine. What the fuck was that? As though disputed, he can swear he hears the sounds of many footsteps. Casey exits the guard booth, suspicion mounting. He starts towards the factory, towards the loading bay. What follows are quick, tense intercuts of Casey gets closer and closer to the loading bay, while Colonel Schrader and the foot load into the factory.
Don't go towards the loading bay. That's where Michael Bay's explosions are.
As the foot haul in all kinds of medical equipment, Schrader flips out an innocuous-looking electric breaker box on the wall, slides a flat metal key into a hidden crease on the inner edge. Then, the entire face of the breaker box rotates, revealing a next-gen voice-activated module with touchscreen. Casey turns the corner to see the delivery truck backed up into the loading bay. He approaches while to get a look into the loading bay, but with the delivery truck filling up the loading door's mouth, all he catches are glimpses. Casey turns to see the delivery truck. He approaches while trying to get a look into the loading bay, but with the delivery truck filling up the loading bay's door, all he catches are glimpses. Looks like there are many people moving about inside, but there are only 2 guys in the truck. Casey adjusts his angle to get a better look, and when he does, Casey can just barely make out someone messing with the breaker box. But we see that that someone is Schrader, who is speaking into the voice-activated module.
We know parts. Alice.
Suddenly, an entire panel of the loading bay opens up with a whoosh, and on that module, Substation 16 online.
Load him in.
The foot begins piling into the hidden compartment. Heart pounding, Casey starts the loading bay. But suddenly, the delivery truck headlights snap on. Casey's blinded, and when his eyes adjust, he jumps, because Cooper is standing right in front of him. Casey's not sure where he's going, but Cooper just smiles.
We're all done here.
Alright,
Cooper climbs the delivery truck and peels off, exposing the loading bay. Casey looks inside. There's nothing there. No signs of life, and no delivery. Casey quickly scribbles the license plate number on his hand.
8XB-9N56.
But as it rounds the corner out of Casey's view, the delivery's truck license plate changes. The Pennsylvania license plate raises a service exactly of liquid metal restriction. It flattens out, going gray, before reconstituting into a Florida plate with a different number. Then the camera finds the truck's rear tires, where the small vacuum device sucks up dirt from in front of the tires and deposits it behind the tires, thus covering any trace of tire tread and rendering it untreated.
And if you too would like surplus from a James Bond film, you can contact us at this number.
That number is 555-MI6-007-42601.
Casey's mind races. He looks at his hand, the license plate number, then starts back toward his guard booth. But the camera lingers on the empty loading bay for a beat before descending underground at high speed, until landing. Interior, Substation 16. The lights flicker on, revealing an old Cold War bunker refurbished with high-tech equipment. Schrader and the Foot navigate the team down a long concrete corridor. They come to a door marked Experimentation Lab.
Start with the small one. Begin testing right away. Krang is expecting a report by daybreak.
The Foot, guns drawn, open the kennel. As they struggle with the creatures inside, we catch elliptical images. Whatever's in this kennel is not going down without a fight. Suddenly, a Foot gets kicked across frame, smashed against the wall.
We're gonna need a bigger squad.
Interior guard booth, Biofactory Night. Casey enters and immediately pulls a post-it off the wall with a phone number marked off-hour emergencies. He picks up the phone. The line is dead. Now he begins to panic. Casey goes for his bag, pulls out his cell phone, flips it open, but before he can dial, something catches his eye. Headlights coming towards him, and fast. Holy shit. They are coming back. They must know he's saw.
This screenplay, man.
Did I say I wrote up a screenplay?
The lights close in on him as the vehicle races to a halt. Casey hops out of the guard booth, readies himself. But then, as Casey makes out the vehicle and its driver,
April?
In pajamas, April exits her car. Casey's son.
Why pajamas?
Yeah, why is she here? Why?
I'm surprised it isn't a very, very thin nightgown.
Oh, let me remind you, it's 5 a.m. right now.
Are you
Yeah, but you get dressed before you go out, no matter how late it is.
You know, it could be worse. It could be
doll.
lingerie.
Her pajamas are a baby doll.
Kind of tape. Probably.
Okay, okay, back to the script. Expecting someone else?
No, did you see? Never mind. It's 5 a.m. What are you?
I couldn't sleep.
This is about those girls at the ring.
Great explanation. 10 out of 10. I couldn't sleep, so I just decided to go and drive to your job at 5 in the morning.
In my pajamas.
In your... Yeah.
Okay, I don't care about those hockey sluts, except for the fact that they broke a moment between us. An important moment. A moment where I was going to tell you that tomorrow morning I'm going back to New York. For good. I'm loading up a U-Haul with the rest of my stuff. Because I'm staying there for the summer. My internship is going great and... Casey?
You already ended it once, April. I don't need to get double dumped.
Double dumped?
Friend zone.
Boom.
There, folks.
I would not be surprised if the word friend zone is actually in the script somewhere.
I won't either.
But Casey was nice to you. Casey deserved sex.
Hey, my original voice.
Alright.
That's right. The message I was received the first time.
We talked about moving to New York since we were sophomores. You're the one that bailed.
I told you I have responsibilities here.
Quit hiding behind your mom. You're better than that.
This is a hard truth for Casey. Not to mention, he's got other things on his mind, so he gets to it.
What do you want from me, April? I'm kind of busy right now.
I want you to come to New York.
Wow. Casey's taken aback. April presses on, putting her heart on the line.
Meet me there in the summer. I'll be finished with classes. I've got a great apartment. You'll love it.
Or is it Jesse?
These old young lovers.
What?
These
old
young
can't even repeat it.
Oxymoron! They are not.
An oxymoron.
The script is painful.
We've got 106 pages of this to go.
Yeah. We're gonna be here a while. Okay,
part 2, everyone.
Back on track.
Tash,
Achievement unlocked. 10% completion.
A look that speaks to the pain of the past and the hopes of a future together. But Casey can't help but get in his own way.
I gotta get back to work.
April looks out to the quiet, empty factory.
I get it. You got a lot going on. How can I compete?
Then as she climbs back into her car.
I'm sorry.
It was worth a shot. Felt good having something to hope for.
Casey watches April drive away. He re-enters the guard booth, frustrated at himself. Casey hockey checks the guard booth. The small structure rattles, and the lights of the entire facility flicker, as Casey wonders if he just caused that. Interior, Substation 16, Experimentation Lab, night. Schrader stands in front of several biomedical diagnostic stations. As the displays whir to life, we see a foot uses a high-gauge syringe to withdraw cerebrospinal fluid from the subject, who we still cannot see. The subject rouses consciousness, screaming in agony. The foot hands the loaded syringe to Schrader, who deposits the CSF into a centrifugal analyzer.
Centrifugal.
Whatever. The display reads, verifying the data. Schrader's gaze intensifies as the analyzer spins and rumbles ominously, sucking up tons of electricity, which causes guard Bayos factory night. The factory lights flicker again. What the fuck is going on around here? Keep the guard.
Why is it suddenly censored now?
Yeah, you can't see it, but it's the F word. It only shows the F in 3 dashes. It was perfectly fine earlier on.
Dash word.
Consistency.
So if you combine it with I, then it's totally okay.
What the thing?
Casey exits the guard booth and heads to the loading bay to investigate, but not before stopping at his 79 Ram Charger. Casey flip opens the rear hatch and pulls out his hockey stick and mouthpiece for protection. He puffs his mouthpiece and starts away, but then stops, opens his trunk bag. He pulls his cup from the hockey bag and slides into his pants. Now what's that?
That is not how cups work.
Casey's into some weird stuff.
Yeah, I'll say. What does he do? Is he that guy from Robot Chicken who sticks some holes in the bottom of his cups?
Do not be surprised.
Yeah.
Interior.
How do I feel more disgusted than usual?
Alright, back on track.
Interior, loading bay, Bayos factory, night. Casey moves slowly through the empty space. Cautiously, he approaches the electrical panel and opens it. It looks normal, except for a crease on the panel's edge. Casey wedges his hockey stick into it and prides against it. The interior surface begins to give way. Then suddenly, the panel's interior snaps open, revealing the
that works.
The one Schrader used to access the substation. Casey leans in, touching a button. Casey whips his head around as an entire section of the wall retracts. Whoosh!
Plot convenience!
Casey bites down on his mouthpiece as he explores the newly exposed space. He's not in there for more than a few seconds before the wall closes back up, shutting him inside. Then, the floor begins a harrowing, rapid descent. He's in some kind of an elevator, and he's going down, fast. Casey braces for the worst. The elevator stops. Doors open. Interior, substation 16, elevator bay, night. Casey's at an intersection of several empty, quiet hallways. Suddenly, the sound of booted feet in the near distance. Casey makes a split decision and banks right into the hallway, desperate to not get caught. Interior, substation 16, experimentation lab, night. Schrader remains focused on the analyzer until the display reads DNA match confirmed. A seething satisfaction crosses Schrader's face. He turns to the foot, victorious.
After all these years, Project Ares is a success. We can commence the invasion.
A chilling directive, but what does that mean? Then,
take him to the kill room, then terminate the others.
The subject begins breathing heavily. His moments are numbered. Spiraling grit.
Oh, wow.
I now imagine this character played by John Baker.
What are you wearing?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay. Interior, substation 16, hallway, night. Casey, who skulks down the hallway, checking doors, all locked. Then, halfway down the corridor, a door swings open. Casey ducks around a corner, 2 foot exit the room and head away. Once clear, Casey races for the closing door. He reaches it just before the lock. Casey enters. Substation 16, holding room, night. Casey secures the door. Panic momentarily abated. Casey sucks in a full lung of O2. But it catches in his throat of peril, because what he sees defies all rational thought. In the center of a cavernous room, shekels spread filled by wrists and ankles. To freestanding, solid steel pillars are 3 enormous creatures, each standing near 6.5 feet. Turtles, by the look of the shells surrounding their cores, with arms and legs distinctly more humanoid and rippled with muscles.
Oh my God, guys, there's actually turtles in this movie.
Yeah! Oh my God!
They're probably tortoises.
But guys, I was...
Probably 20 minutes.
Guys, this is terrible. I was so looking forward to seeing if Casey was going to move to New York. Now what will happen?
Oh, let's get
what?
It's long.
I wanted to see a Koi
It also
Kaze
took
as
this much time to get sniped.
what?
So yeah, if you are a fan of the fearsome four, named after the great artists of generations past, you'll recognize them as our lord, but not in the way you've ever seen them. For today, they are battered, bruised, and bloody, prisoners of the state.
Oh God.
Why?
Why?
What? They're already
Why?
That's the actual
What?
Wow.
We're... That's
Hey,
amazing.
keep going. We have over 100 pages to go.
No.
Alright, at the sound of Casey's voice, one of the turtles lifts his head and makes eye contact with Casey. Casey holds his gaze, which isn't reptilian at all. It's sentient? This is Leonardo. Muscled like a middle linebacker, he is the oldest of the turtles, and he is their leader. Leo coughs a weak, dry hack. Yes. And his eyes tick towards a large IV rack with a hanging pouch of waters, situated near several instrument tables covered in medical surgical tools.
Water? You want water?
But Leo's head just lolls. I don't want to lolls.
It's lolls.
Response.
LOLS.
Yeah, I didn't want to. He's in bad shape.
Hey, you okay?
Casey wheels the IV rack over to Leo and offers it the drinking mouthpiece in. Casey getting closer and closer when...
Come on, buddy. Take some.
BAM! Like lightning, Leo snaps to and snatches Casey's wrist with his shackled hand. And in the same motion, he pulls the watch from Casey's wrist, fastballing it at a single-leg instrument table. Casey watches, stunned, as the watch connects with the corner of the table, toppling and catapulting a dozen instruments toward the second turtle, Raphael, the most yoked of the group. And boy, does he need those massive shoulders to carry around that giant tip. Raph targets the
Can I
scalpel.
just ask, hang on, how heavy was the watch that it connects with a table and topples it?
Or maybe, I guess the turtles are just super strong enough to defy physics?
That's...
Okay, I'm just checking. Sorry, keep
Give
going.
me a second. Physics don't work that way!
Indeed.
Maybe he put a hole in it?
Also, apparently the turtles are bodybuilders now.
Yeah,
It keeps
that's
talking about how ripped they are. I'm just saying.
Because that's how martial arts works.
The screenwriter has a turtle fetish.
Ralph
Alright.
target the scalpel.
And back on track, people.
Back to the script, people.
Ralph targets the scalpel, lays covered, heading his direction. He strains against his ankle restraint and flexes his foot, kicking the scalpel towards the third turtle, Donatello, the brainiest and most zen. Don catches the scalpel, hops off the cover, and jams it into a solid steel restraint, disengaging the lock. He then flips the scalpel back to Leo, who follows suit. And within what was a blink of an eye, all three are free. Casey is speechless. Leo looks to him, shrugs, and grins.
Sorry about the watch.
Who uses a watch to tell the time these days? Ain't that what cell phones were for?
Casey staggers back, shocked, frightened, confused. He hoists his hockey stick up, keeping the turtles at bay. His watch is the least of his concerns.
You talk.
Don holds up his hand, which has 3 fingers.
Sign language is a pain in the butt with these puppies.
Don shrugs and smiles. Casey isn't quite ready to find the humor in this, and we cut to
Neither are we.
Humor.
Humor does not work that way.
Substation 16, Experimentation Lab, night. As a couple foot remove the subject's limp body from the shackles, another foot crosses the room, reads something alarming off a monitoring device.
Colonel, the other prisoners have breached their restraints.
Handle it. I'll call in reserve unit.
No, wait, can we talk about that? Can we talk about that parentheses for a second? Because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, this is bad.
That's not a stage direction. That's not a stage direction.
I assume that's
It's just like what he's
I'm
thinking.
noticing that a lot.
I know, haven't you noticed? I mean, a while back we just had a page and a half of nothing but text describing everything. I know the movie thing is show don't tell, and this is a lot for artistic types, stage directors and the actors to work with. But come on, man, this is like a novel.
But well, look, this is bad. How the hell else is the colonel supposed to react in this situation?
Here's the parentheses are confused.
It's like,
The
yay!
both those stage directions and the thought processes. So it's
Yay,
hard to
they
tell if
escaped.
it's there.
Alright.
Okay.
I just like to believe it's incompetence.
Yeah. Substation 16, holding room, night. Ralph bears down on Casey, reading the name off his uniform.
Alright, Casey Jones, where are they holding our baby brother?
You guys are brothers?
Casey swipes the stick from Casey's grip and gets in his face.
Wait,
Where is he?
I think Tash, you might want to reread that. You said Casey swipes the stick from Casey's grip.
Damn
I once again, I like to blame it on incompetence of the script writer. Because that makes way more sense.
Okay, Raph swipes the stick from Casey's grip and gets in his face.
Where is he?
I don't know. I'm just.
But before he can
I like to
finish,
Hold up, to go back, you missed the line.
Yeah,
Leo.
Okay, but before he can finish, the door bursts open and 4 foot charge in. Weapons up and at the ready. Bullets fly. The turtles react fast. Don pulls Casey behind cover. Raph snaps the blade off Casey's hockey stick and hurls it like a boomerang, taking weapons out of the hands of 2 foot. And as he charges and takes on the foot, Raph tosses Leo the shaft of the hockey stick. Leo one-hands it from the air, and wielding it like a shania, Leo deftly dispatches the other 2 foot. On the floor, rattled, Casey asks the turtles.
You know Kung Fu?
Kung Fu? What do we look like? Cartoon panda bears?
Oh, no.
Whoa!
Kung Fu Tagongs, which are a thing.
I can't believe this. Wielding it like a shinaya. Not a shinai, which is the bamboo training sword from Kendo, but a shanaya. Shania. Holy God.
He's wielding it like...
Weapons are objects in his.
Guys, he's wielding it like Shania Twain.
Well, he does. Well,
Alright, it's now time for my second half of that horrible line.
Well, he does dual wield.
We're training ninjutsu, and we don't just know it. We serve it for dinner.
Oh, it's
Right.
getting worse.
Oh,
How?
Here's where it starts getting really bad.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
survey.
Hell, it's already boring and
Why
stupid.
am I missing the sexual tension between Casey and April?
Honestly,
Why am I
would say
missing
go back to that. That was way better written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
Wait.
it's a really bad sign when the stars of the movie show up and you want to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That last
just showed
line,
up and it's like, abort, no more.
that last line ended with ellipses, so I think he's not
Ellipses.
sure
We
what he's trying to
serve
say
it.
there.
We serve it for dinner.
I think we've.
Okay.
I think we've.
Okay,
well,
back to get back to the script, please.
Back to the script,
I don't
guys.
want to.
You
We
know
have a
how-
lot to get
We have
through.
to do this.
Cash, just
I know.
say all the stuff really fast, alright?
Okay,
It's not important.
Leo, check the door.
Pretty much.
Coming. More are coming.
As Don pulls Casey to his feet.
Stay close. We'll get you out.
No.
Oh my God. It has in parentheses no. That's the stage
That
direction.
might not.
The stage direction is no.
Oh
He's
my!
probably
Wait a minute, so
Back and
Casey
forth.
is played by Shia LaBeouf.
Hey, you got that fail horn ready? I think I know a combination.
Oh, I don't think we have enough. There isn't enough failhorn in the world for this script.
Okay.
I've got
Oh,
nothing
boy.
to do with this. I'm just a night watchman at the furniture parts factory, which is a front for a secret government facility that has large talking creatures and masked men with guns.
And I thought we were having a crappy day.
Oh yeah, this totally compares.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and that's how people really talk.
Yes.
Okay. What you're saying may be true, but as far as those masked men with guns are concerned, you're the one that freed the creatures.
Don, leave him.
Rob and Leo exit into the hallway, where we hear them taking on another wave of foot attackers.
It's a simple misunderstanding.
Just
What?
then, one of the downed foot.
I'm just saying, what's a misunderstanding exactly?
What? What's the misunderstanding?
The talking
Can I
turtle.
I don't. I
Can
don't.
we try not to comment on everything?
It's hard,
I know
okay.
it's hard.
That's Media Martyrs. What do you say?
Okay. I'm
We
just
have 100 pages to get through, and
We haven't even gotten to Splinter yet, and I play
Oh.
him, and
I
This
want
could
to see how
be a
that turns out.
17-parter.
Hey.
Just then, one of the downed foot comes to, targets Casey, and triggers his submachine gun. Acting fast, Don Wheel kicks the foot back to unconsciousness, redirecting the bullets free a couple feet wide of Casey.
Perception is reality. Take that for a test try. Or don't.
Don sprints out the door. A beat as Casey processes those last 8 minutes. How can this be? How can any of this be? But whatever the reason, bullets are coming in his direction.
Wait up!
And this is still a better love story than Twilight.
About that.
we should read the Twilight script next time.
No, we shouldn't.
Oh,
No.
no, wait. I can do this voice the entire time.
Alright.
Substation 16, hallway, night. Casey follows the carnage of foot laid to waste by the turtles. As he rounds the corner, Schrader and more foot enter the corridor from the far end. Casey and Schrader lock eyes for the briefest moment before Casey flees. He hauls ass down the hall, hurtling down foot as he goes. He hits the next intersection. Casey runs smack into the turtles who are exiting the experimentation with a fourth turtle, Michelangelo, the youngest and most freewheeling, draped over Leo's shoulder. Moaning in pain, Mikey waffles in and out of top.
All accounted for. Take us up, Casey Jones.
Elevator's over here.
Casey leads the way, reaching for the elevators, but Schrader and the foot pour out onto the scene, closing in on them. Substation 16. The elevator bay, night. The turtles charge the elevator. The simple foot guarding it try and stand their ground. But Raph and Don are just too fast and too determined. It's a whirlwind of elbows, knees, and headbutts that clear the entrance. The turtles and Casey pour in. Leo tries depressing buttons on the elevator's control panel, but nothing's happening.
System's been disabled.
Tell me you read an elevator service manual once, just for the fun of it.
Can't say that I have.
Don smashes open the control panel and starts jerry-rigging the guts, hot wiring the elevator. Schrader and the Foot appear at the far end of the corridor, and they have a clear line of sight on Casey and the turtles, who have nowhere to hide. The Foot open fire, and as a hail of machine gun fire rains in the elevator, spelling certain deaths for Casey and the turtles, we reverse to see Leo using Mikey's shell to deflect the oncoming bullets.
That doesn't work like that!
Wait,
That doesn't work!
He's using his
By the way, that's the
as a
only
meat shield?
good.
He's using a shell.
That's the only good thing so far. It's stupid, but it's the least. So can I just say it's at least the most interesting thing that has happened so far?
Yeah. I'm still going with the whole eye screwing thing on the hockey rink. That was pretty interesting.
Oh, come on, stop being a wimp. Say I fucking.
No,
Hey.
I have a reputation.
Ha! Yeah, right.
Hey, look, a couple of minutes.
Guys, I'm not gonna swear.
Alright, let's get back on track.
Hey, a couple of minutes ago I used the Still a Better Love Story Than Twilight meme, but you know what? I think this is going to be the Twilight of action movies, so we might need to find something that's worse than this, because I don't think it's going to get better.
Transformers 2.
Okay, can we get back to the script, please?
As bullets ping off his shell, Mikey groans away. He realizes that he's being used as a shield.
Seriously?
But Mikey isn't the only one surprised by this.
You're bulletproof.
All the resistance is more like it. It still hurts like a bit. Wait, who's this guy?
The bullets are still flying. This isn't the time.
Go back to bed, Mike. I'll explain later.
I ain't arguing.
Mikey ain't arguing. He slumps back out of unconsciousness. The Foot wreck out. The onslaught ceases as they reload. Don finds the wires he's looking for.
Got it.
The elevator doors closes and they begin their journey up. Loading bay, Chaos Factory, pre-dawn. Several Foot stand guard, guns trained on the false wall, when suddenly, Raph does something we've never seen before. He comes crashing through the wall, tucked into his shell.
Oh, I believe that the movie can be described as such.
Myrtle does this all the time. I don't know what the big deal is.
So Raph is Blanca from Street Fighter 2?
No, he's
Or the Kool-Aid Man.
That'd be actually awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least he ain't Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Alright.
He comes crashing through the wall.
Well, it could be Balrog from Cave Story.
Anyway.
Are there any more references we can make, or are we going to go back to the script?
What was that thing crashing through the wall again, Pat?
He comes crashing through the wall, tucked into his shell, kicking all the Foot down like bowling pins. Don and Leo, with Mikey slung over his shoulder, exit the elevator. They join Raph and start away, but...
This way!
They turn, following Casey to. The side exit explodes. Oh.
Guys, we got our first explosion!
Yay! Everyone take a drink, except Kessup, who's underage.
Oh.
I'm also underage, and
Not in Canada.
like half of us can't drink, so...
Instead of a drink, I have this.
That's what you get for living in America if you're 21.
Oh, I have an empty cup.
You can pretend you're taking a shot.
Anyway.
Raph is the first out, followed by Don and Casey. Then Leo, who's got Mikey. Raph spins and kicks the first wave of a Foot to take them on, disarming and disabling them with a speed and efficiency, while Don takes out a few Foot with bone-crunching combinations. Leo spots their getaway vehicle, an 18-wheeler.
Don, get Mikey in the hold of that truck. Casey, you know how to drive a 10-speed.
I do.
Then get us out of here.
Wait a minute, why am I driving the getaway car?
We're waiting on our learner's permits. Take it up with the DMV.
What?
Oh, those wacky turtles.
Oh.
How do alien turtles know about the DMV? Is it evil that, permeating?
No, about Kung Fu Panda.
Casey sneers at Raph, who sneers back. As more foot approach, Leo tries to reason with Casey.
You drive. We fight.
Fair enough. Casey makes a break for the 18-wheeler's cab headed down. As more and more foot flood onto the scene from every direction, including rappelling down from the roof. Don lays out another foot as Leo tosses Mikey his direction. Don catches him as he breaks free a section of the fence pole to use as a bow staff, while Leo fends off an attacker. Leo pops the attacker's arm from the socket and hurls them into a stack of shipping barrels. Lights out. The turtles are gaining ground, that is, until foot reinforcements arrive. 2 black SUVs bearing down on them from the front, 2 encroaching from the rear, armed foot hanging on the sides. Raph deflects bullets off his shield as he dispatches off of one foot and uses his body as a projectile to take down another. Casey ducks a foot as he continues with the 18-wheeler. Leo twists the foot and tosses him through the open cab of a forklift. He then grabs the forklift, shifting his weight, and launches it into the air.
He tried to kill me with a forklift.
Stop that.
Raph deflects the airborne forklift into the oncoming SUV. Times impaling its hood, the SUV flips off full-on ass over the over tea kettle roll.
Ass
Turtles
over kettle. Ass over tea kettle.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh my goodness, they're playing Katamari Damacy.
Turtles dodging and diving as the SUV explodes, sending out a huge fireball and violent concussion, which Casey narrowly
Explosion
avoids.
number 2!
Which Casey narrowly avoids and pulls the doors of the 18-wheeler cab closed behind him. 18-wheeler cab continues as Casey surveys the factory's destruction in the rear view.
Guess I gotta find a new job.
Boo. Boos all around.
Oops! Or boo.
Get
It's a Michael Bay film.
Everybody gets booze.
But this isn't the time. Casey turns over the engine and drops the truck in gear. Don's the first to see the 18-wheeler pulling forward.
Rolling out.
No, that's Optimus Prime's catchphrase. You can't do that.
Come on. Seriously?
Don't remind us of the franchise you ruined in the middle of the other franchise you're ruining.
Hey, really?
Leveraging himself off the side of the factory wall, Don uses the fence pole to lance the back of the semi. He quickly deposits Mikey, still unconscious, into the trailer before kicking off and landing on an SUV. He looks over to the other SUV where Leo and Raph are yanking foot out of the cabin as the SUV smash the truck off course, forcing it down the side of a snowy hillside. Casey grips the wheel, white knuckle, trying to stay in control of this e-ticket ride. But with the momentum on the steep and icy slope, the brakes are all but useless. Raph flips himself off the SUV, leaving Don on the roof. Raph lunges across the ice, passing between the wheels of the runaway 18-wheeler and under the trailer, until he grips the fender well of the second SUV, on which Leo hood surfs as he yanks a foot out through the windshield and sends him flying as Raph swings up on the side of the vehicle. The SUV steers along a grove of trees, trying to scrape Raph off. Branches splintering against the shell. Raph comes away with a broken branch shaped like a sigh. As Raph jams his side to the side window, twisting a machine gun from the foot's hand. Leo evades the driver's gunfire by slipping off the hood and hanging on the grill. Leo steels himself before letting go. Tucking into his shell, Leo slides under the wheel of the SUV, forcing it up on 2 wheels. Raph fails, the SUV tips over completely and wraps around a tree, as Leo and Raph backslide across the snow in an effort to get back to the semi, which careens down the mountainside. Casey fights the wheel, desperately trying to pilot it, then suddenly coming into view.
Shit!
Casey is thrown from his seat into the ceiling of the cab as the semi connects with an outcropping of rock shaped like the foot of a ski jump, and the 18-wheeler goes airborne. Cab, trailer, Casey, the whole religious Magilla, hangs weightless for a moment before crashing back to Earth. Bounced around from the rough ride, Mikey begins to stir. As Dawn tosses the last foot from an SUV and leaps to the top of the semi-trailer, A Scorpion helicopter unleashes hundreds of high-impact rounds, shredding the trailer as Leo and Raph pick up to the cab and climb airboard. Then 2 missiles launch and connect with the rear tires of the trailer. The 18-wheeler bucks and dumps, jackknifing and tearing in half as it sideslides towards a small cliff. As the 18-wheeler slips over the edge, Leo tackles Casey out of the cab. Raph leaps out as well. In the trailer, Mikey jumps for Don's outstretched hand, but loses his footing and topples back into the trailer as Don pushes off. All Don can do now is watch Mikey fall away.
Mikey!
The 18-wheeler crashes spectacularly through the top of a frozen lake top and sinks like a stone into the deep water, pulling Mikey down into the icy darkness.
In a professional script, did he just repeat the word top twice in one sentence?
Yes.
Yep.
You've got to be kidding me.
It hasn't been edited.
Oh.
He also pushed the.
This is 2 writers. This is 2 writers.
I could write a better script than this, and I'm 14.
I have wrote a better script than this, and I'm 20.
I am a better script than this. My entire life.
Why don't we just rewrite this movie?
A better script than this, but I don't know. I'm not a good writer.
He also pushed the.
Should I also mention that Casey Jones, the human character, is the main character so far? Just like in Transformers?
Yep.
He also pushed the semi-truck down the side of a hillside. Oh, and we just had explosions 3 and 4 here.
Oh, that's nice.
And can we get back to
Take
the
a shot.
script, please?
I'm not sure if
Back to the script.
Yay.
Why? It's terrible.
That's
Leo,
why we're doing this.
Leo, using his shell, breaks Casey's fall as they hit the splintering ice. Raph and Don landing nearby.
Mikey went down.
But their attention is immediately drawn to an open-doored Humvee flanked by 2 snowmobiles racing across the crackling ice towards them. The turtles brace themselves for round 2, or is it round 12 by now? When they see a dark shape under the ice blasting towards the Humvee like a missile. The Humvee's top gunner peers over the edge of his truck, just in time to see Mikey bursting up through the ice, smashing the gunner and throwing him under the Humvee's wheels. Mikey squares up with another foot, tearing his shoulder harnesses free. With the guns in the opposing holsters acting as weighted ends, Mikey wields the harness like nunchaku. It's a dazzling and brutal display of Onikiwan Kaboru, with a hint of freestyle mixed in for good measure. Seeing Mikey in action can break the small smile to Leo's lips.
Baby brother is back.
Mikey cracks, whacks, and kneecaps the foot, tossing the KO'd foot from the Humvee where they tangle under the snowmobile, launching them end to end, tumbling straight at our guys. Leo, Raph, and Don casually sidestep the catapults and wreckage of the snowmobiles, avoiding the fatal collision by mere inches. Casey, on the other hand, hits the ground, covering his head with his hands as the snowmobile passes and disappears through the jagged opening in the lake top.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Mikey, now behind himself, power slides the Humvee to a stop by his brothers.
You already told me who this is?
That's Casey. He helped us. Out.
Oh my god, oh my god!
Villainous fella, huh?
Oh.
And as Leo grabs Casey, they load into the Humvee, icy hillside. From the bluff above the lake, Schrader watches as the turtles race away across the lake top. He takes one final swing at stopping them. Schrader grabs a small, shoulder-launched multi-purpose assault weapon from a nearby foot and targets the Humvee. The missile screams across the length of the lake and blows out the back of the Humvee with a bang. The Humvee with the turtles and Casey spins out of the tree line at the lake's edge. Lake's Edge Forest morning. Schrader strides from his seat towards the smoldering wreckage of the Humvee, but as he approaches, Schrader sees no signs of the turtle, nor Casey. Though he does see that a small section of the center console has been torn away, as he wonders what's missing and where the turtles are. Abandoned barn, morning. Bam! The barnhouse door slams open. The turtles and Casey enter, victorious but battle-worn. Raph at the center holds the Humvee's communication module.
Oh no.
That damn frog was right. It ain't easy being green.
Oh! I'd like to mention that Jim Henson's
Gotta do it again. Gotta do it again.
That damn frog was right. It ain't easy being green.
Don't. I already have enough of a headache.
Alright, off topic, but Jim Henson's wife died today, so let's bring that up.
Wow, you're an awkward person.
Oh, that's terrible.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
Glad she
People,
didn't live.
come on.
Alright,
we could work a moment of silence into the broadcast.
Okay.
We're so sorry, Henson family. We're so sorry.
As Brad tosses the communication.
Get that wired up. We need to contact Splinter. He's got to be worried out of his mind.
Who's Splinter?
But Leo ignores him, looking around the dilapidated space.
Dilapidated. Dang
Whatever.
Thank you, Kevin.
I will grammarly not see the heck out of you.
Whatever. The big fancy words.
Mikey, stay on the lookout. The Jarheads won't be far behind.
These aren't regular G-Men, bro. There's some sort of covert op. It's called Project Ares. They captured us to run our DNA, and
They captured us because we're different, and people don't like that.
Is this movie about racism?
Whoa!
Every
Michael
Michael
Bay, that's hilarious.
It's good that turtle, isn't it?
No.
To have a moral?
but I
Oh
heard
my
them
God.
talking about an invasion.
What did I tell you about letting your imagination run wild?
Mikey, never taken seriously as the youngest brother, shrinks away, climbing a support beam while keep watch out a window. Leo spots farm tools, turns to Raph.
Raph, see what you can find. Start building weapons. Real ones. Like Splinter taught you.
As Raph assists what he has to work with.
Who is Splinter? And please tell me he's 5 feet tall and armed with a spaceship and ready to protect us.
Us, exactly. He's a rat.
So the Splinter guy is one who sold you out to the military.
No, he's literally a rat. He's also our master, our sensei. He raised us.
He even named us.
And just to be clear, we go around the room to delineate.
Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo.
As in Da Vinci, aren't those guys all like artists from back in the day?
Raph, already retrofitting farm tools into ninja weapons, looks up at Casey. I challenge.
You got a problem with that?
God, geez.
No, it's just maybe a little pretentious?
Plus, that's the guy named after a Grateful Dead song.
You don't get to use that word.
Wait a minute, you listen to our music on your planet?
The turtles all roll their eyes.
Country folk.
God, it's the first time we realized they're really aliens. It
Oh.
just hit me.
Can we have a...
Oh, just wait.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to do this
Newsflash.
anymore.
Okay. Newsflash, Chacho. We're from the same planet you are.
Casey tries to take this in, but it's all too much.
Hold on, now, I may not have gone to college, but I'm seeing every episode of Planet
Well, they never
Earth
did the screenwriters.
on the Discovery Channel. They've never had anything looking like you guys on there. And that shit was thorough.
Leo steps to Casey. He deserves an honest explanation.
We were born as regular turtles. 4 orphans, hatchlings living in sewers below New York. We were diagnosed with radioactive ooze from a chemical spill.
Hey, how do we know we can trust this guy?
We can trust him. Splinter found us, rescued us, took us in, but slowly the effects of the ooze began to change us, and Splinter, into what we are now.
What ooze?
Stayed underground, training with Splinter in the ways of the ninja. Only coming out at night, using our skills to protect the city from muggers and thieves. 17 years of living in the sewers, anonymously, until last night.
Casey soaks it in, then to clarify.
Let me get this straight. You're Ninja Mutant Turtle teenagers.
Oh.
Oh, that's clever.
I'd punch my laptop screen if it weren't already broken enough.
Oh wait, that's the joke.
I would punch my laptop screen if it wasn't my own idea.
Alright. Keep going, Leo.
You put it that way. It sounds ridiculous, but essential. Yes. We're freaks.
Raph, always a hothead, snaps at Leo.
And fools for letting you call the shots.
I have never asked Splinter to put me in charge.
There's a lot of things we don't get to choose. Like family. Once we get out of this mess, I'm on my own.
A cataclysmic declaration. Don and Mikey look to Leo, hoping he can reason with Raph.
We're brothers. We stick together.
Only if it's a good thing, not if it's hazardous to my health. But we got caught on your watch. You lost focus and we got strung up like guinea pigs for it.
Technically, if we were guinea
If we're not
pigs,
aliens.
those men wouldn't have tried to kill us.
Shut it, Don. You don't get bonus points for playing semantics.
But Don is on something.
I'm saying you only kill a guinea pig after extensive evaluation. But they were firing live rounds.
I keep trying to tell you, Project Ares has a mad, shady agenda.
Here's the problem with you two. You need to read more books, and you need to read less.
It doesn't add up. If you never encountered something like us before, wouldn't you want to keep it alive for as long as possible?
What do you think Master Splinter would say right now if he heard you latching onto conspiracy theories?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Splinter's voice, crackled and intermittent, emanates from the jury-rig communications module.
Hey, son. Can you hear me?
Yes, Master Splinter. We're all here and accounted for.
You must return home immediately. I fear your capture. Not a coincidence.
Does the name Project Ares mean anything to you?
Ares, I don't come home. Evil forces at play.
But before Splinter can finish, the connection goes dead.
Master Splinter?
But Don shakes his head.
It's dead. Jammed.
Raspberry.
Lake's Edge, forest morning. A mobile command center has been erected near the blown-out Humvee. In the distance, Bios factories engulfed in flames. A foot approaches Schrader.
We intercepted a low-frequency transmission, sir. The Turtles are headed for New York City.
They're going home. I need you to pinpoint the receiver's exact location. That's how it's written.
Why does that have a question mark? I need you to pinpoint the receiver's exact location?
I need you to pinpoint the receiver's exact location.
Triangulating now. Triangulating now?
Keep me apprised. And have our tri-state operatives standing by.
Yes, sir.
As we hold on Schrader, his determination to capture the Turtles boiling over. Abandoned bar morning. As the Turtles all tie on makeshift black eye masks.
We're on the move.
What about Project Ares? I bet we can find intel on them back at the factory.
You heard, Master Splinter. We're going home. We can gather intel on the way.
Raph hands out the freshly made weapons. 2 Ninjakin with scabbards for Leo. A bow set for Don. 2 steel shafted whatever.
Scabbards.
For me. And a pair of sides for Raph himself. Please, Leo, to ask Casey.
You good with hard-edged weapons?
Never held one in my life. What difference does it make?
It's gonna be rough out there. Better to be armed.
It would. If I was going with you, but I'm not.
I'd agree, except you're wrong.
Raph sees where this is going, and he doesn't like it.
No.
I will have nothing to do with this.
This is not a discussion.
The authority in his voice quiets both Raph and Casey.
Wait, read the stage direction.
Casey,
to Casey, no bullshit. You are aided in the liberation of 4 monsters.
Uh-oh.
It's painful for Leo to use that word, monsters. But it's a fair system of how the turtles are regarded.
That's what they think of us. And that's what they think of you. You'll want to crawl back to your life, to your loved ones. Go for it. But don't think they won't find you and destroy everything you care about. Stay with us, and we'll protect you till this is over.
A beat as Leo words sink in. Then.
Hell of a speech. And you make some good points. But I know the reason you really want me to come along. How else are 4 turtle mutants gonna get from Chicago to New York without being spotted? You need a front man.
Fair enough.
Called our liaison to the Homo sapien world.
Casey doesn't see any other option.
Alright, but on one condition.
Casey looks at the turtles with their black eye masks.
I gotta be able to tell you guys apart.
That's racist.
Oh! I thought they all had red masks.
No, it's a
the red mask?
I think it said black earlier, but
You see, we all look alike.
I don't know.
You're all using
Hey.
black masks.
Cut me some slack. I got a lot to process.
Casey spots a striped saddle blanket. He tears the colors apart in strips and assigns them to the turtles.
Put these on. You're red, blue, purple, and orange.
We're being color-coded?
What am I, a kid's toy?
More like the Reservoir Dogs. They were cool.
Don't compare this to Reservoir Dogs.
No!
You've gotta no.
Because if you haven't even seen that,
I know, but I know
They
you
don't
don't
know.
compare this to it.
Why don't you just reference Citizen Kane while you're at it?
No, don't tempt fate.
Yeah, please don't.
Alright, let's just get this over with.
Okay. Leo looks to his brothers, issues an order.
Put them on.
The turtles take off their black eye masks, put on their color-coded masks.
You happy?
yeah, it suits you. Kind of offsets the green.
Leo, played by Casey's role. Now it's time for payback.
Now I need you to think. Do you have any way to get us out of here?
I can't go back for the truck. For my truck.
And forget about planes or trains. You must
Or
know
automobiles.
some way to get us to New York. There must be someone who can help.
Casey runs through the options in his head. Then a solution comes to mind. He does know someone who can get them to New York. As Casey deflates, groans. This is going to get complicated.
That's your ex?
Residential Street, Noah Falls, morning. April and her father, Mr. O'Neill, mid-50s, harmlessly suburban, are loading up a U-Haul for a trip to New York. It's hitched to a patch finder.
No.
And we find Casey and the turtles take cover down the street. All eyes are on April and her dad.
It's complicated.
But Mikey is clearly smitten with April.
Oh my god.
Not for nothing, but if she's a free agent, you mind putting in a good word for me?
Dream on, Mikey. She's obviously digs baboons, not turtles.
Leo interjects, pumping Casey up for the task at hand.
Just stay, come, and talk to her.
Casey nods. As he's about to take his first step, Raph asks,
You want me to take out the old man?
Mr. O'Neill, he's an obstetrician. What's wrong with you?
Raph shrugs. Casey looks back at April, steels himself.
I got this.
Exterior, O'Neill's house, driveway, day. Casey, dreading what he's about to do, approaches April and her dad, who is not too pleased to see him.
Casey?
Morning, Mr. O'Neill.
April doesn't know where this is heading, but she knows she wants privacy.
Can you give us a minute, Dad?
Mr. O'Neill looks Casey over with putative disapproval, then nods and heads back to the house. Casey and April stand in silence for an awkward beat. Then,
The sun's up. Isn't it your bedtime?
That's the thing, April. I've been asleep for too long.
As this powerful sentiment gains April's attention, Casey can see
In a few
over her
minutes, the
shoulder.
sun will rise.
The turtles are on the move, out from their cover and heading for April's O'Neill's U-Haul.
What are you trying to say?
Casey snaps his attention back to April.
I'm saying I completely dismiss New York.
But Casey's attention is drifting back to the turtles, who are now creeping directly behind April.
Oh jeez. I don't like where this is going.
And I've never even been there.
April tracks Casey's eyeline, spins around. The turtles instantly collapse in their shells, camouflaging themselves in shrubbery. April has no idea that they are only a few feet away from her, but Casey sure does, so he presses on.
Take me with you.
April's attention snaps back to Casey.
What?
Show me what I'm missing.
But you said...
Forget what I said. Consistency's never been one of my strong suits.
This script in a nutshell.
Zing!
Don't you mean in a turtle shell?
I think we did a half
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Okay, true. Now?
Now.
Casey is saying this both to April and to the turtles, who take this as a sign to make a break for the open U-Haul. The turtles successfully make their way in, undetected. Back to April. This is everything she wanted, but April's still gonna make Casey sweating.
My father hates you more than the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Ah!
Oh! Yeah, I knew that'd make you mad.
I don't get it.
Everyone hates Ohio anyway.
It's Ohio.
I don't get it.
Moving on from that. But not as much as the thought of his baby girl driving across 3 states all by her lonesome.
Casey lays on a charming grin. April tries to resist, but...
I'll go break the news.
April tosses Casey the car keys and disappears inside. Casey is miserable. He crosses to the U-Haul. The turtles are tucked in amongst April's stuff. Mikey looks to Casey.
You should be ashamed of yourself, playing with a young girl's heart like that.
Casey wants to wring Mikey's neck, but for now, Casey just slams the U-Haul doors closed, and we smash.
I want to write somebody's neck.
Smash to Joan's house. Day. Casey bursts through the door, where he finds Evelyn in her room at the stove.
I just put some eggs on.
But Casey is a man on a mission, moving hurriedly past his mom.
A man on a mission.
No breakfast for me. Not today. Do we have the suitcase?
In the hall closet.
Casey heads to the hall closet. Evelyn follows him.
What do you need a suitcase for?
And Casey pulls a worn suitcase out of the closet.
I'm doing it. Just like you said, I'm going to New York with April.
But...
Casey scours the unkept space for his belongings, which he dumps in the suitcase as they explain.
I know it's sudden, but there are forces out there telling me this is what I have to do. And not to question it.
He zips up the suitcase and turns to his mom. He hates the thought of leaving her.
Now, I don't want you worrying about me. Call if you get lonely. I shouldn't be gone long.
Come here.
No.
Evelyn pulls Casey in for a warm hug. She then looks him deep in the eyes.
Warm hug is in bold print there, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to know what that means in full friend.
Warm hugging.
Go. See. And do. And don't
Thank
worry.
you, Yoda.
No matter how long you're gone, your mama will always keep the porch light on for you.
Isn't that those are the lyrics to a David Cook song.
God, that's the Motel 6 commercial.
We'll leave the light on for you.
We'll leave a light on for you.
Good time with it. I also do. It's a good idea, bad idea time.
Gonna leave a light on when I'm gone.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. That was my contribution.
While Kate, buoyed by his mother's unflinching belief in him, we go to Interstate Day. The Pathfinder pulls the U-Haul past the Michigan state border, and once they're closer to New York, push into. April is in the passenger seat. Casey drives.
If we take I-40, we'll avoid rush hour traffic.
Wow. Senior on top of stuff. Very unlike you.
Okay, someone else read what's actually there, for Faye's sake.
Senior on top of shit.
Yeah. Faye's in my club.
Well, this is Casey Jones 2.0. Isn't that what you wanted?
Yeah, and I think with that, we should probably end it here.
Yeah, this was okay. I'll put in my thoughts on the script. Are you ready? This is Transformers, but with Ninja Turtles. It is literally the same exact type of script.
Yeah. No,
same movie.
Casey Jones is like not even like there isn't even like a bridge between them. Casey Jones just is Sam Witwicky.
Yeah, it is. No, but I will say he's more interesting than Sam Witwicky. He at least has a backstory that isn't nerdy high school student, and he at least isn't as vile.
But then again, we have to make clear that the script is horrible, very horrible.
Oh god, it's terrible.
Still got more pages
The best,
to go.
no.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even like halfway done.
Yeah.
There could be a very important similarity because there's something that Sam and Casey
Also,
are
we
talking-
should mention, Shagath has stated this. I-40 goes nowhere near Michigan.
I-40 doesn't go within 1,000 freaking miles of Michigan.
Nice job. Nice job.
I-40 runs through Tennessee.
Alright.
And I want to strangle the writer's neck.
Alright.
We should mention that all of this, yeah, pretty much, I think the best we can sum up, this script is awful. And we hope this is not the final one, because it's terrible. And the thing is, so far we focused so much on Casey Jones that the Turtles have already established characters. It's exactly like a Transformers, where they do nothing.
Also,
Okay.
I'd like to point out the horribly depressing fact that with a script like this, I don't really even care that it's a first draft. There's no, I see very little way you could take a script like this and actually pull something decent out of it. It's kind of doomed forever.
But you want to know the kicker? It gets worse.
Oh, no.
Our only hope is the fact that since it's been leaked, it probably, hopefully the script is completely rewritten.
Yeah, they need to completely trash this to have any chance of anything decent.
Yeah. How bad is this script, you ask?
Well, let me put it this way:
Go ahead.
If our little amateur hour production of this outshines the movie, there's a problem.
Yeah.
And you know what's the downside is? See, the best part about the script, you don't see anything. You don't see any bad CGI. You don't see any bad costume.
Well, okay.
And you don't see whatever the hell April O'Neil is doing.
Wait, I'll give it this. Considering it's Michael Bay, they are probably going to throw way more money than it deserves at it, so I think the effects will at least be decent. The
No,
script...
the was decent. I'm talking about, like, the costuming. It's
Oh.
probably going to be shit. It's probably going to have all of Michael Bay's usual shit. There's going to be a lot of racial caricatures. There's going to be a lot of stupid accents. And I'm not going to even get started with what April O'Neil's going to look like, because she's apparently being played by Megan Fox.
Oh, God.
April O'Neil's going to be wearing garter belt and push-up bra the entire time.
I don't see Megan Fox as April O'Neil.
Like I said,
Media Martyrs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
$5
Better than Michael Bay.
$5 says the pajamas during the scene where she meets him outside the factory. That's going to be like a very thin nightgown. Lingerie.
Victoria's
yeah.
Secret.
Still,
Yeah.
not cotton.
All right, guys.
I have a contribution.
Okay.
Bye,
Faye,
all.
we have
This
to
is
get-
Media Martyrs signing off.
Wait a second.
Wait.
Faye, go.
Yeah.
Roll that one more time.
Faye.
We need that twice. Roll that one more
Good
time.
idea, bad idea. Good idea. Watching the original Ninja Turtles movies from the 90s.
Heck, watch
Having
the
Michael Bay make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
watch the 2007 completely CGI one over this.
You
watch Turtles Forever. That's better too.
You know what? Okay, we're so ranting about this. We're not even done. We've got more parts of this special where we finish.
We haven't gotten to, and from what Tash is telling us, we haven't gotten to the bad part yet.
We're 1/3 done.
Okay.
Can I mention something? We didn't also hit the Ninja Turtles to at least 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
And we're following Casey Jones, who... yes, I know, but that's probably like at least 20 to 15 minutes of stuff happening.
Jeez.
Okay,
that's not even including...
Casey
Jones.
The
original movie, we saw them in like the first 5 minutes.
Casey is guarding a secret military installation all this time, and he doesn't notice a damn thing.
Casey's a moron.
That's a good point. But yes, I think it's firmly established in canon. Because
Shredder, damn it!
No, he's not even a ninja. He's a colonel in the army.
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah, and the foot of soldiers.
Excuse is he's getting tackled in the head every day.
And why bother calling them the foot when they're just soldiers?
Alright, let's wrap this up. So many problems, so little time. Join us for the next part of this where we continue to see what the heck is even.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a 3-part series. We don't know.
Yeah. But anyways, this is Media Martyrs. We'll see you guys. Oh god. I can't even finish this.
We don't... Yeah.
I'll sign off.
Goodbye, folks. This is terrible, and we hate it, and good night, folks.
Screw
Come back next time as we talk about something way more pleasant.
Yeah.
Yep.